If I were president, I would reduce the cost of military spending to such a degree that we would have universal health care, free education in our state sanctioned universities. I would try to reduce the cost of inflation. How I would do that is by putting taxes on the wealthiest billionaires and potentially trillionaires. There's no reason why someone should be a trillionaire or have hundreds of billions of dollars hoarded up while many of our citizens are on EBT and many of our citizens are living day to day without any hope of ascending in the socioeconomic scale. When we look today, people are hopeless. On either side of the aisle, we have no hope of who we want to be the president. We are looking for Michelle Obama. I don't think she's coming to save us or help us. We also have to reduce the age of people in Congress and in the Senate. There has to be some type of age restriction, not to be ageist, but these individuals are clearly doing insider trading. These people are getting a salary of what, $200,000 a year. And when they retire, they have upwards of 60 million, 100 million net worth. There is some type of collusion going on there. We have to tax the wealthy a little bit more stringently because it's clear now that they have a class war that, unbeknownst to many people, has been happening for years. Some would say since the dawn of capitalism. Capitalism isn't the enemy, it's unwavering greed, which is hindering the ascension of the poor and middle class. Substantial college debt, substantial healthcare debt is stifling people to the point where there's no upward mobility. The American dream is becoming a nightmare. The average age of home ownership is now 40. And now, to a moral standpoint, we have to ban corn. When people are watching too much corn, or any corn for that matter, their brain matter is like an addict of the heroin. It's not good. This liberalism, this progressive feminism has deeply uprooted the traditional values of America. How do we do it? There has to be strong sanctions. There has to be huge taxes. If we can't ban it, we have to make it very unprofitable for these individuals to peddle their smut to our children. I have a daughter. I don't want her to get raised in a society where one day before her 18th birthday, she's considering an OnlyFans account. This is bad for the society. Back to the politics, right? And the lack of hope. There is a new day coming in the United States of America where peace, prosperity, faith, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness will come back into the forefront of consciousness. There is a day coming when people will have hope and faith, not only in themselves, but in their fellow neighbor. Now, if I were president, the forever wars would clearly cease. There's no need to unalive innocent Muslims on the behalf of a rogue state. The billions saved in that type of policy would allow us to fund more of our healthcare and our education. We have to also be mindful of the fact that the Federal Reserve has to be abolished. It must be abolished, and our currency has to be backed by something tangible. Whether or not it's crypto or gold, we can get into the economics of these things. But there's no reason why people should be in debt when they are born to an entity that is not even federal. These type of things are ridiculous. We can make America great. We can make America better What we need to do is trust in us, trust in the United States, trust in our fellow neighbor, love our fellow neighbor as we love ourselves. And these type of traditional values will allow us to ascend to heights that we have never seen before. We have the technology, we have the internet, we can mobilize and make things much better for our fellow man and fellow woman. People might hear these things and say, oh, this man's a Puritan, he's a prude. But look at where society is today. Men are unaliving themselves at astronomical numbers. Women are having children out of wedlock. Children are getting unalived daily. Unalived daily. And as someone who had a woman unalive my child without my consent, it's devastating to the psyche. It's devastating to the spirit. It's devastating to the soul. I know many of you are with me on this. I know I'm speaking to a camera. But if this message can spread and we can mobilize, we can get the power necessary to make a change. If I were president. I know it's a while. I'm just a guy talking in the car. But these are all things that many citizens are feeling and thinking. And it is possible. So yes, stop the forever wars. That way we can do more for the citizen. We can have universal health care. We can have free education. If you want a private education, sure. If you want your own privatized health care, sure. But we have to lift the floor. A rising tide raises all boats. And we're only as good as the worst, to be honest. If we can raise the standard of living for everyone, things will be better for everyone. Okay? Higher taxes on the billionaires, the ultra wealthy. Cutting hyperinflation by dismantling the Federal Reserve. These are things that I would do if I were president. And the banning of corn. For sure. For sure. It must be banned. It has no net positive to society. As you can see, I just finished my morning walk. With discipline and faith, all things are possible to them who believe. All right? I love you. And God bless America.